Are you sick of watching your real tree die before Christmas? These are my best tips for keeping it healthy and happy. First, and most importantly, a tree needs water, of course. Keep that stand full of water. Trees will drink a ton in the first few days. And the secret here, use warm water. Cold water can solidify the sap and clog up the tree, but warm water will ensure the entire tree stays hydrated. If you don't have any nutrients, use sugar instead. That sweetness will help feed that tree just like fresh cut flowers. If you can, keep that tree away from heat sources and direct sunlight. This will help ensure you retain as much moisture as possible. If you live somewhere dry like me, add a humidifier. This will help keep those needles looking fresh all season long. Over 60% of the water the tree will use happens in the first week. Make sure to check your tree each day and water is needed. One thing I like to do is disguise my gifts. Yep, I'm sneaky. For a real fake out, leave the top sealed and put the gift in through the bottom. After unwrapping, this is gonna be an even bigger surprise. To really conceal the mystery, stuff the box with tissue paper to keep the gift from rattling around. What a fun way to use boxes you already have. Plus, this makes wrapping gifts that aren't in a box so much easier. You can also theme the disguise box based on the gift you're giving. A box like this would be great to give a movie gift card. The best part about gift giving is the surprise, and this takes it up a level. This is how to make your own fake snow. This first method just uses cornstarch and lotion. Just gonna combine these two to get the perfect consistency. Only start with a little bit at a time. Part of the fun is the mess. It's starting to clump together. And it smells so good. Soft and fluffy and no frostbite. Method 2, baking soda and shaving cream. A problem-solved staple. I just went with classics like Barbasol and Arm & Hammer. This is definitely something you want to get the kids involved in. This is almost the perfect consistency and it's holding together just like a regular snowball. You can keep this in the refrigerator and play with cold snow. This DIY fake snow is perfect for elf on a shelf if you're leaving Santa footprints or just a fun winter craft. Do you wish your fake tree smelled just as good as a real one? This is the best way to add that perfect pine scent. All you need are cotton balls and essential oils. In a small bowl of water, just add a few drops of pine essential oil and a hint of eucalyptus. Or you can try fragrances like fir and cedarwood. Soak a cotton ball in the mixture and tuck it in a tree branch. Just a couple is all you need. If you don't have a cotton ball, try a tea bag instead. A few drops of pine and hang it in your tree. And once you hang those ornaments, nobody's gonna know. How will they know? Pro tip, to elevate your aesthetic, use a pine cone. Place this front and center, smelling good. Supplement and add a diffuser nearby for extra fragrance. Now this might get you on the naughty list, but you can even use little trees to scent your big tree. I'm gonna proudly display this as an ornament. Maybe in the back.
One of my go-to gifts for the holiday season is homemade soap. I make it in bulk and I always have it on hand whenever I need a gift. What you want to do to make homemade soap making easy on yourself is get melt and pour soap online or at your local craft store. I'm using 1 pound of goat's milk soap and I'm just gonna chop it into cubes. You put your cubes into a microwave safe container. Then you're gonna microwave the soap at 30-second intervals until it's melted. I'm using goat's milk soap, but if you wanted a vegan alternative, you could use shea butter or there's just glycerin soap. You've got a lot of options. Now's the time that we can add any scents that we want to add. I'm using a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of peppermint. It's so important to be accurate with your essential oil measurements in your soap because some essential oils can be skin irritants, so you want to be really careful. And the general rule is about 2 to 3 teaspoons of essential oils per pound of soap. I pull some plain oatmeal in my food processor and I'm gonna add it to my soap because it's so good for your skin. Now we're gonna pour our soap into our mold and you can use any silicone mold you want to shape your soap. I'm using a rectangular one to keep it simple, but you can use whatever you want. Once your soap gets totally firm, you can just easily pop it out of the molds and that just took about 20 minutes, so super easy. Now it's time to wrap. I'm gonna do some parchment paper wrapped around the soap. Now I can put my cinnamon piece in, add my rosemary, and then tie it in a bow on top. So festive and so easy.
If you have a box that seems a little too big for the amount of paper you have, the key to this technique is wrapping at an angle. Make sure the paper covers all 4 corners. Tape one of those edges down. Next, on one side, you're gonna fold up the edge. You want a clean vertical line. Secure that with a piece of tape. Same thing on the other side. You want a straight line all the way up the edge. Lock that down with another piece of tape. Now finish up by doing the same thing on the last side. Once you have both sides done, they should come straight up and we can tape down our final piece. Because all the tape's at the bottom, you'll have clean sides all around the box. This way you can wrap with scraps and use less paper to begin with.
I love to gift these stirring spoons to my coffee-loving friends for the holidays because it makes it easy for them to have a quick, sweet treat in their coffee. Using white chocolate on my spoons will turn a normal coffee into a delicious white chocolate mocha. And melting the caramel bits for my spoons will make a really, really good salted caramel latte. And milk chocolate will make the perfect homemade mocha, or you can put it in milk for a hot chocolate. And this is melting chocolate, so I'm just gonna pop it in the microwave at 30-second intervals until it's melted. Speaking of spoons, I like to use a mix of antique spoons that I thrift because they're super cheap and super cool when you put them all together. How cute are those? So much fun. So when you dip your spoons, you wanna make sure that they're completely covered so you have as much sweetness as possible covering the spoon. Once you've dipped, you can just lay it down onto your parchment and prop it up on the side of your tray. I'm gonna use sea salt flakes for my caramel spoons for a salted caramel flavor. For milk chocolate, I like to do a little bit of toffee and then some with some sprinkled pearls. For my white chocolate spoons, I'm gonna take the opportunity and do some fun, festive sprinkles. Why not? Once you've made them all pretty, all you have to do is set them aside and let them harden. And to wrap them, I put them in tiny little cellophane bags. To close my bag, I'm gonna tie a festive little bow on it. How cute is that? It's so fun and so easy, and it's delicious.
This is my favorite method to clean an artificial tree. First, start at the top, then work your way down and around. Let me paint the problem for you. Year after year, that tree's just collecting dust. A soft bristled brush can get between all those needles. Achoo! I picked up this paintbrush at Walmart while I was doing my Christmas shopping. Well, you could just vacuum. I like to lay down a towel around the tree to catch any debris. See, this is why we lay down the towel, because this is a mess. For hard to reach spots, use a blow dryer set to cool. And if you want to use a vacuum, be sure to use that bristle attachment. And don't forget to clean and dust off those Christmas ornaments too. Missed the spot right there. Here's the right way to wrap a gift. Because wrapping paper tends to curl up, I like to roll it out the other way. To get the right size, put your box at the edge of the paper. Now rotate it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now make your cut a few inches away from your box. Now measure for the sides of your box. You want the paper to come up 3/4 of the way. And the same for the other side. Place your box upside down on your paper. For one edge of the paper, fold it up with about 1 inch overlap. And you can tape that in place. Push the box into the paper to make sure it's nice and snug. For the other side, fold the paper under until it meets the edge on the other side. Then make a clean crease. Now tape that edge down. That looks great already, but we're not done yet. We've got to do the ends. Fold in a nice clean triangle at the corner. A good clean crease is going to be your friend here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other corner. Now it helps to flip the box over. I'm going to tuck in and crease this corner. The side with the seam can be a little more tricky, but go ahead and do the same thing over here. Fold in and tape both sides. Now do the same thing on the other side. Now you know the right way to wrap a gift.
Here's how you make one unforgettable gift basket. The first thing you have to do is pick your theme. This gift is for a really fun family that I know loves to play games together, so I chose a family game night theme. Mine's holiday themed, so I'm doing red with green accents. And if any of the items that you're putting in your gift basket don't exactly fit the color scheme, you can always decant them and put them in pretty jars like this. And it doesn't have to be expensive, but the little details go a long way. Once you've got all your items picked out, you can add your fill. I also like to put a tea towel down first that's festive and on theme. I'm gonna mix in my other color now so I can sort of layer the colors in. When you're ready to add your items to your basket, you wanna start with the bigger or taller items in the back, smaller items in the front, and to get them to sit and lay perfectly, you can use double-sided tape. When all of your items are in place, you can dress your basket up a little bit, and I'm just doing a bow and a personalized gift tag. Now this gift is definitely ready for giving.
Getting a package delivered at home can really spoil the secret. That's why this is my little secret. When you're checking out, simply choose the Amazon Locker delivery location. You can even search for Amazon Locker locations for all the options. Once the package arrives, you'll get a unique code to access that locker. There it is, got my package. No more spoiled surprises or prying eyes at home. Plus, Amazon lockers are super secure and accessible at a time that's convenient for you. No need to wait at home for packages, they're right here in the locker. And this is perfect year-round, especially if you're worried about neighborhood porch pirates snooping around your front door. Need to find a locker? Just use the Amazon app to find one close by. There's a bunch of different types of lockers. This one's a convenient one at a convenience store, but I saw there's one at a Whole Foods, so you can pick it up while you're doing your groceries. There's a locker there, but you wanna check the details. Not all of them them are accessible 24 hours. Some of them are only accessible during business hours. So see which one's near you and then check out the different types. Do you feel like giving gift cards is a last resort? You just need this to go from blah gift to best gift. We're making a gift jar. I'm gonna load in a little bit of moss from the craft store. When you've picked a gift card, just go with a color or theme. I'm going with green. Then I like to add in some extra items to accompany the gift card, like a candle, some soap or lotion. Even decorative or keepsake items, I found this crystal and I think they're gonna love it. That really didn't take much to plus up that ordinary gift card. For this jar, I wanted to do a winter baking theme. So I found some fun items, sprinkles, some tools, a little snow. Actually, looks more like shaved ice. Sometimes you gotta play around with the arrangement until you find something you like. I'm gonna add a little snow on top. Sometimes you have to get creative. I put these little utensils on the outside and I might do a bow on the top. What would you put in your gift card jar? When you cut wrapping paper, do you end up with uneven, jagged edges? This is basically a classic letter opener, but in a round shape. That makes cutting effortless and quick. Straight cut! That's amazing! I got this on Amazon. It's the Mr. Pen brand, but there's several others, and they're such an effective gift wrapping tool. It's smooth like butter. It's so nice. This is my ultimate post-Christmas tree guide. No, we're not gonna saw it in half. Tree disposal actually starts when you first bring your tree home. Place a disposal bag underneath your base, and you can cover it with a tree skirt. Once you've removed ornaments and lights, now the tree's ready to get it out of here. I'm gonna remove the base and get that out of the way. It helps if you have a second hand, but you simply cover the tree with the bag containing all those loose, dry pine needles. Now you can remove that tree and contain all the mess. If you don't have a tree removal bag, go ahead and lay down a painter's drop cloth. And for smaller trees, use a large outdoor trash bag. But you don't have to just kick that tree to the curb. Check if your local community has a tree recycling program. They can turn your old tree into mulch for parks and gardens. Or consider donating your tree to a local zoo or animal sanctuary. They can use it for animal enrichment. What do you do with your Christmas tree? Here's how to wrap a present without tape. First, we need to measure out our paper, so put the box against the edge. Rotate the box 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Give yourself a few inches excess and make your cut. Fold a square out of the paper. Now make another cut just with a little excess. Set your box upside down and at an angle. Pull up the paper till it covers the opposite edge and meets up with both corners. Once you have that measured out, you can lay this side down. I'm gonna take the opposite corner of the paper and pull that up. Now I don't have tape, so just hold this in place. It helps to draw a crease on the inside edge straight up. This will be the line that meets the outside edge of our box. Now you can set that crease and just hold all that in place. Now for the next side. Same thing, draw a crease, pull up the side to meet the edge. Now hold that side in place. Just make sure everything's tight and all your corners are secured. Right here, we've made a nice little pocket. On our last side, I'm gonna make my creases, tuck in these sides, pull the paper up and over. Now just tuck the flap into the little pocket. Tuck in as much of that flap as you can. Look at that. No tape needed, and we've got a wrapped gift. Who in your life loves to cook? These are some things they need and will love. I usually shy away from gimmicky devices, but I love this thing and use it all the time. It's a chopper. For quick ingredient preparation, this is gonna do all the chopping for you. This Cuisinart version comes with accessories and tools to clean. This is wax wrap, and it's been a great addition to my kitchen. It's simply a sustainable alternative to plastic wrap. Wrap food, cover containers, and is completely reusable. The freezer is one of my favorite ways to store and preserve food. These large silicone molds are great for portioning soups and sauces. I guess silicone's in when it comes to cooking tools. I've replaced parchment and foil with these baking mats. They're non-stick, so no need for cooking spray, and they clean really easy. Silpat's the traditional brand, but these come in many varieties. You can easily run out of space on a stovetop during holidays and gatherings. An induction cooktop is a versatile way to add another cooking surface to your kitchen. These can also be safer to use because they don't produce heat the same way that hot plates do. In order for this to produce heat, it needs to have a pan on the surface. And once removed, that surface will cool almost instantly. That makes it a much safer option, especially if kids are around. One thing to be aware of is you do need induction cookware in order for this to work. Good news is most cookware should work on an induction top, from stainless steel to cast iron. Although aluminum, copper, and glass will not work. If you're not sure, grab a magnet and test your pan. If it sticks, it works. They're compact for easy storage, portable and can be used anywhere with power, and they can even be set to lower temperatures to just keep food warm. And some cookware may include an induction indicator on the bottom. What you want to look for is either the word induction or this symbol.
Nothing says holiday like custom homemade gifts. First things first, take a long white tube sock and turn it inside out. Then cut your sock just below the heel. Now you're gonna tie a rubber band around the foot end of the sock and do it really, really tightly. And next, we're gonna do a super hard step, which is turning our sock right side up. Then we're gonna fill our sock up with a lot of rice, but I'm using a funnel to make it so much easier. You wanna tamp it down on the countertop and really get a nice round bottom of your snowman. Once you've got your snowman full and round with rice, you're gonna tie it off with another rubber band at the top. I'm gonna pinch it a little bit at the top to make a nice round head, and you guessed it, another rubber band. I grabbed a really fuzzy, cozy sock that's colorful and has a fun pattern to use as my scarf and my hat. To make the hat, we're gonna cut kind of in the middle of the foot of the sock. So I'm gonna put a rubber band around this part to make my pom-pom. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. We're gonna cut a strip of the sock this way and use it as our scarf. We're gonna tie the scarf around our snowman's neck now and cover that rubber band that's under there. We're gonna make it look super realistic by cutting some fringe in the scarf. Now it's time for the final touches with some buttons and a nose. They're just so easy and so much fun, and I think they would make great gifts for teachers. Adorable.
If I'm not ready to purchase, I like saving those items right to list in Amazon. Anyone can create private lists, you can create public lists that your friends and family can find, and also registries. Shared lists are especially helpful amongst families and households so everyone can access the same items in one place. This seems to be such an underutilized feature, but it's so helpful to save those items for yourself and for others. Underneath Add to Cart, it's right there at the very bottom, Add to List. Managed Lists also provides a ton of helpful features. And don't worry, even lists made on Amazon can make it to the North Pole.
The easiest way to avoid the crowds and save your sanity when shopping in store is to Google that specific store, scroll down, and look at the graph of the busiest and least busy time of day, and choose your plan of attack. You can check on a store's website or their app and see if the item you're looking for is in stock at your local store, and that way you know if it's worth the trip. And the store closest to you doesn't have the item you're looking for in stock, the app will often have a feature that shows you other stores in your area that do have it in stock, and now you know before you go. If you want to avoid crowds, a little retail birdie told me that Tuesday and Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. are the best times to shop to avoid the chaos, and Thursday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday mornings are a complete disaster. And if an item you're looking for isn't in stock in your local store for pickup, a lot of stores offer a ship-to-store option that gives you free shipping. Some stores offer drive-up order pickup so you can score an item that's in the store without having to get out of your car. Look on the store's app before you go for the specific item that you're shopping for, see exactly what aisle it's in, and you can go straight for the item as soon as you get there and avoid the crowds. Okay, aisle F12, let's go. And if avoiding the crowds and chaos is of the utmost importance, just choose a store in a less busy part of town.
Do you know any neat freaks? This is for all my Danny Tanners out there. Now, these are some great items to make cleaning fun. Cleaning slime's a unique way to dust and get crumbs out of cracks and crevices. I've made cleaning slime before, but this is a great stocking stuffer. Like a dust and crumb magnet. This one's great for anybody, a universal cleaning tool. This has a variety of attachments for keyboard, screens, and earbuds. Power up cleaning with some cleaning power tools. Now this will do all the scrubbing for you. There's a variety of attachments and an extender so you don't have to break your back. Now you can get to all those hard to reach places. I think cleaning gadgets make great gifts. Are you watching the same Christmas movies every year? I'm about to drop the ultimate unconventional Christmas movie list that'll surely spice up your holiday season. First up, let's throw in a little adventure with Hook. Robin Williams playing a grown-up Peter Pan, and yep, it's a Christmas movie.
Let's fly!
Oh my God, where are we going?
Next, for some mischievous holiday cheer, Gremlins, and it's one of the best.
They might even replace the dog as the family pet.
If you're feeling something a little darker, maybe try Krampus. And if Die Hard's already on your Christmas movie list, maybe add Kiss Kiss Bang Bang as an option. Not typical, but it's full of festive action.
You didn't invite me, so I crashed!
If you're a superhero fan, Batman Returns and Iron Man 3 both include some holiday cheer. And here's a little secret. Use the Roku app to search all those holiday movies, and you can even stream them. I love the app because it tells you all the places you can stream. If you didn't know, there's a multitude of free streaming platforms out there for your entertainment. Most smart TVs will have free streaming services already built in, like Roku TV or Samsung. Then there are a ton of third-party apps you can download to your TV, like Tubi, Freevee, and Zumo. Check them all out. Hey, you might even find me and Problem Solve streaming there too. With these platforms, they're programmed just like regular television. You can scroll through, find your favorite channels, and enjoy. And of course, there's apps like YouTube where you can discover your favorite creators and curate your own content. And with a variety of free streaming services, you can cancel those paid subscriptions and have plenty of entertainment.
This may seem obvious, but here's your reminder to make your list before you shop, so you don't spend tons of money that you don't need to. Try Googling the product name plus coupon and see if a coupon code pops up. Try an app or browser extension that automatically pulls up coupons and discount codes so you can see them while you're shopping a site. Another way to find the best price on an item you're hunting for is to Google image search that item. Once you upload the image, Google will automatically search all of the sites that sell that exact product, and you can compare prices. Companies really want to make that sale, so they keep an eye on abandoned carts. So all you need to do is add the item to your cart, make sure that the site you're shopping on has your email address, and now you just walk away and wait for them to send you that discount code. So don't be afraid to slide into those DMs and ask for a discount code. But don't forget that the fastest and easiest way to score discount codes from your favorite brands is to just sign up for their texts and emails. Reviews are your best friend. I love to look at the 5-star reviews to see what everyone loves about an item. I really like looking at the 1-star reviews too, to see if they confirm my suspicions. You can shop used or refurbished and score great deals.
While ads on a website is just part of how the internet works, sometimes you just want to focus on the content. Here's how to utilize Reader View in your browser. This is a feature that can be easily accessed if you're using Safari as your browser. In your search bar, there's an icon to just simply activate Reader View. This simplified view is helpful so you can just focus on the article and the photos included. I find this especially helpful when I'm making my favorite recipes and reading blog posts. This can even be done right on your phone. You can also add Reader View to Chrome through extensions. Reader View also provides some helpful tools like changing the background color and the font size. Here's some great tech gifts you can give this season. For iOS users, AirTags. These little things can help you find and track so many items. And for Apple tech, they are really affordable. An Echo Show is a fun upgrade from a regular smart speaker. With the added display, you can access so much information at a glance. And who knows, you may even see a familiar face. When it comes to food fast, nothing beats an air fryer. These are great for both culinary pros and kitchen novice. For multiple devices, a charging base station is perfect. These come in a variety of styles for charging all those devices. For music lovers, go old school with some vinyl. A record player with Bluetooth connectivity combines the vintage with the new. Here's some ideas for wrapping when you don't have paper. An easy go-to is just to reach for aluminum foil, wax paper, or parchment. It is a little funky and unconventional, but it'll get the job done and you'll have a unique gift. There we go, all wrapped up, and you didn't have to scramble at the last minute for wrapping paper. Fabrics like burlap or scarves are gonna be great for wrapping gifts too. And then the fabric can be repurposed however you like. This way you have some creative wrapping styles. And bonus, no ripped paper. So the next time you need wrapping paper, look around your house and get creative. These are my picks for stocking stuffers. Classic 3D puzzles and games are gonna be perfect. These will challenge the brain, and I love them as little decor items on my desk. I don't even know how to get this apart. I guess that's the point. Simple travel accessories like a sewing kit or a manicure kit. All the things I need for a hangnail, a splinter, or just trimming a nail. This small set is even TSA approved. This has been so helpful for quick wardrobe repairs. I keep these in my backpack for everyday use, and of course, they're great for traveling. I of course love stuff that's sustainable, like these washable cotton rounds. These are great for makeup users and all-around skincare. Last object has a variety of reusable self-care items. I think stocking stuffers are the perfect way to gift practical, useful items. Are you looking for something that's not just special, but personal and unique? This tip will guarantee that next gift is a memorable treasure. Here's my secret. eBay. It's a goldmine for all kinds of vintage treasures.
AC/DC? Yes, please.
From classic vinyl records to retro fashion and even rare collectibles, there's something for everybody.
These are so cool.
Catch me in these babies. The key is to base your search on a specific recipient. Search for vintage items around their interests. You'll find all sorts of items, books, shirts, memorabilia, and even historical artifacts. That way you're not just buying junk, you're giving a gift with meaning. And of course, it's just as easy as online shopping. Imagine them unwrapping the gift and they find something unique just for them. Don't forget to check the seller's ratings and review for a secure purchase. And plan ahead so that gift can ship and arrive on time. This is how to make simple gifts special. Nowadays, it's so easy to make customized gifts, simple items, just with a name printed on it. Customization is a great way to make a simple gift special. Of course, there's Etsy, but even Amazon has certain items that can be customized. Simply seeing your name on an item makes it unique and meaningful. Toiletry kits and pouches come in so many designs and colors. I got this as a gift and I love it. Teachers are one of those groups that are hard to shop for, but just print their name on an item like a blanket, and you've got a great gift. Even find other items to customize like soaps or candles. I made these myself and they're gonna make a great gift. So what gift are you customizing? Simply add a name. Great gift, problem solved.